I should just let the Cobra pick feature presentations without running a one for all the marbles. He has had a feel for winning the one for all the marbles lately, and it seems like all of his picks for feature presentations have been incredible picks. And what I like about it is that he doesn't pick films from like his favorite genre or his favorite time period. It's never predictable. It always seems to be pretty random. Case in point, yesterday he had a few choices and he went with Cataclysm 1980, also called The Nightmare Never Ends. And my first thought was, Shaw, come on. Sweet 16 stars today. Why didn't you pick the 1982 horror film, Sweet 16? It would have been perfect. I haven't seen it in a long time. It would have fit the theme of the week of the NCAA tournament. No, he didn't do it. But lately, it seems like all the picks he's made have been... He seems to have a feel for just the right... just the right atmosphere type of movie to fit the day and the time. But this was the third time I've seen The Nightmare Never Ends, 1980. I mentioned this in my spring films video as being a possible throw-in during the spring season, but closed out the calendar year of movies with it yesterday. So the calendar year of films is now complete, and it ended with The Nightmare Never Ends, 1980. Cameron Mitchell is back. He's a cop. I think I like his character better in this than I did in The Demon, which I love. I've always loved, from 1981. He is great in this film. He's like, first he doesn't care at all, and then he starts to get obsessed, but that's out of my precinct. I don't give a shit. With the guy who's saying, this is the man who killed my family back in 1944 in Germany. You have the main villain in this who's a playboy who's seemingly ageless, and he's like existed for at least since the Franco-Prussian War. I forget what Cameron Mitchell said, but it's like he's this guy who's like kind of lived forever, but is like assumed different bodies, and he looks the exact same. He always looks like he's in his 20s. They find pictures of him from like way back. It's almost like they're taking a page out of the Rolling Stones song, Sympathy for the Devil. Such a great idea. Has this idea been done before? I don't know, but let's see. It has Richard Mall, who plays like this atheist guy who writes a book, God is Dead, or something. Then he gets recruited by Olivier, who is the agent of Satan guy, the perpetually young guy, the Intailer clone who gets all the women at the disco. That's another weird thing. Another Cameron Mitchell film in the early 80s with the disco scenes. It's a little weird. It's like almost like he saw the script on both of The Demon and Cataclysm. Was like, I want to be in this thing. I like disco music. You even get a little scene of Cameron Mitchell like dancing. That was random. But I like that guy who plays the atheist guy. He's got a good face, sharp face. A good death scene too. He's kind of estranged from his wife. I like the monk guy in this. who gets killed at the end. Like, his death scene's really good on the staircase with that woman who's in cahoots with the devil guy, and you see her dress come up, and they keep showing like her thigh, and just like this kind of cheap look, but it's really, really good. You could ask me to name my top 100 films, top 100 horror films of all time, and this movie would not even be on that list. Yet it's still better than any horror movie put out today. And you have that awesome power shot at the end of Olivier, the Entaler clone. It's so awesome. It like saves the whole film. A film that is bizarre and disjointed, but it's growing on me. It's growing on me. After the third time, the main villain character hooked me the first time. It's got such a good, creepy but like charming face. And it's almost got this Omen type of, it's almost like kind of an Omen spin-off thing, almost like the Clone Wars of Star Wars or Rogue One. It's kind of like this extra film showing Damien in his 20s. Might be one to watch during Omen season. I'm not going to recommend it, but The Nightmare Never Ends, also called Cataclysm. I think it was released in films in like 1985 under the name Night Train to Terror or something, but just a completely unknown film. I forget who the director is, but good pick, Shawk. Way to close out the year with something kind of way under the radar, but something that I enjoyed a lot more the third time. Third time was a charm watching it. Good pick by the Cobra. Alright, boys, that closes out the calendar year. I will do another video about the opening. It's going to be New Year's Day of film watching, about tonight's feature presentation. There will not be a one for all the Marvels. It's already picked, so I'll do a separate video about that. Alright, guys. Cataclysm. It's on YouTube. I think it runs like 90 minutes. See you guys later.